Hello and welcome back to Python with another video, which is like the video regarding the calculator projects. Because in this video I wanna show you 6 projects regarding games you can do in Python as a beginner. So this video is like the one before, kind of a video to give you some inspiration, give you some examples of code where how you can start with a game. But I won't code the entire games. I will just give a few code examples how you can do it, maybe explain a little bit about the game logic. But if you are interested that I show you the entire code of the project, just write down in the comments and I will code the game. But for this we are only heading to project ideas. And let's start with the first one, and that is a project I have seen a lot. It's a code guessing game. And to break the rules I set up, this one I wanna show you how I would program it, but you can skip this part if you don't want to see the code. But because many people use much lines of code, you still have to use a few lines. For example, you have to import random, and you have to keep track of your attempts. And then you have a while loop, while input. Oh, I forgot, you should also create your random integer. Randy equals random point randint between 1 and 100. And now to the game logic. So with this game logic, the game should even work. Guessing game is just you create a number by random, and the player has to use as less attempts as possible to guess the number which is created. Type your number, for example, 14 is too low, 66 is too low, 99 is too low, 100 is too low. Okay, I got something wrong. So now I got it. Of course you have to transform your input into an integer. And now I got it. For example, 99 is too high, 10 is too low, 50 is too high, 30 is too high, 20 is too high, 15 is too low, 18 is too high, 17, got it. So our number was 17. That's pretty simple. You can add your attempts, like it got it with attempts, and your number is too low. You used attempts. We use again the walrus operator because we are using it for equals. Kinda don't know why this won't work now. Because he's thinking I'm in dictionary, what I'm not. So let's do it like this. And type in your number. Let's try if it works. No, not in the code here. 50. No, it doesn't. Maybe because he's already using the brackets correctly. So again, type your number, 50. Perfect, it works. Too high, too high, too low. like this. Too low, too low, too low, too high. Yeah, it was 24, but I messed it up by just don't having any input. Yeah, spent much too much time for this one, so let's head to the next one, which is, yeah, the second one. And then we have the Hangman game. Also pretty simple and really great if you are starting with Python, because yeah, for the logic you have a list of words, word list. Can fill them with random words like house, mouse, container. And yeah, you can even kind of skip this part, import random, word equals random point choice. And yeah, you have often work with random while programming simple games, because where's the fun if you don't randomize elements? And then what the player is shown is like print length of word. And yeah, then you move on. You just use a loop, printing the underscores, but yeah, replacing the underscores where the player guessed the ones correctly. And if he is wrong, you have a hangman string. And yeah, there are many ASCII codes for a hangman string you find on the internet. And yeah, don't want to spoil this code, but because it is a little bit more, it spends more time than the guessing game. So I won't do the entire code, but yeah, you can think for yourself, try it yourself. Will be about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on you how much you're advanced. Maybe even 5 minutes, but I would take much longer because yeah, I would also need to explain the code. So let's move on to our next game. And yeah, our next game is Tic-Tac-Toe. Also not too complicated. Maybe even faster to implement than the Hangman game, because yeah, you have your base string, I call it just this way, which is just 9 cells. And yeah, the easiest mode is if you just use multiplayer. And which can be kind of tricky for beginners is you have a string, and yes, you can't change values of a string that simply with in strings like in lists. For example, if we change base string 2 equals d and we try to print it, we get an exception. Object does not support item assignment. So you can think for yourself how you can replace a given string, or can values of the given string. There are many options. You can create a new string containing, for example, you change this one with an x, you trying to find out an index, creating a new string, or you are converting this one into a list and then getting access to a certain element and then converting it back to a string. Many ways how you can solve this, and yeah, have fun with coding that. Now number 4 is rock, paper, scissors, because yeah, there it is really easy to import a player or import a artificial intelligence, a non-player character, because you have to kind of only choose a random choice for the computer. And yeah, but to be honest, this is really simple. Just if you really want an easy one, you can do rock, paper, scissors. You can, if we want to add some difficulty, you can add the lizard and the Spock, which is a little bit more, advanced, but it's just more elements. But yeah, if you're asking yourself what lizard and Spock means, you didn't watch Big Bang Theory. Isn't tragic, just means you have other options than rock, paper, scissors. So for number 5, I first thought a snake game. But yeah, snake game that has a little bit more complex logic, because yeah, you have to kind of simulate the time, a timer, because yeah, the snake is moving every tick. This is a little bit more advanced, so I would say for total beginners, the 5th project is memory cards. Yeah. This is also a simple one, because you can also have your own sets of memory cards, which can be just represented as an ASCII character. For example, you have again this string, and you have zeros, no, not equal signs, zeros. Each zeros represents a card. Then you can, for example, uncover this one and this one, which is an open bracket and an A, but you wanna fold up this one because there is the other bracket hidden. Can be kind of fun, because as a game logic you have also to implement that after unfolding or unpacking 1 0 to an ASCII character, you have to pack it back if the player chose wrong, but you have to unpack it and leave it unpacked if the player is right. Can be a little bit more challenging than the Hangman one, but yeah, not too difficult. If you're used to Python, this should be also solvable in a few minutes. And yeah, the last one, let's do a really simple jumpin' one. And yeah, really simple, I mean, you have, for example, you have a 1 which represents a character, you have a ground, and yeah, by a time, for example, and that's why the snake game is more difficult. Each timer you have objects which are kind of coming each closer, each tick, each second. And yeah, if the player, for example, presses a button or just types in, you can do it with user input, types in A, the number will jump. Why is it kind of recommended? Because you are learning how to implement a logic which is also using the time function or the time package. So that can be quite challenging, but apart from that, it's maybe the easiest way to make a little game with the time package. And these were my 6 project ideas for gaming. I hope you liked this video, and I hope I see you in the next video. For that, I wish you a wonderful dinner time, night time, evening time, breakfast time, lunch time, whatever time it is in your country, and see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello and welcome back to Python with another video. Now I should say something. You can simply create by yourself as kind of inspiration. No.